I'm Jay Patel, and we're here today to talk about how to use Google Currents to build a mobile presence.
I'm Varina Patel, and we're just going to jump right in and get started here. Google Currents is a really great app that delivers all your favorite news feeds and publications directly to your mobile device. It's a really clean and appealing interface, and the formatting and layout are beautiful. So we're going to talk a little bit about the structure. This is a mobile publishing platform. You can get information from a variety of online sources. And you're using this on your iPhone, your iPad, your Android phones and tablets, all your mobile devices. It's completely customizable. So you can see the way this works is it takes content from a variety of sources, from news feeds, articles, photos on the web, videos on YouTube. Google Currents gathers all that information and takes it to your iPad, your iPhone, your Android phone and tablet, and turns it into a beautiful magazine interface. It's very much like a magazine.
So as photographers, you at some point in time already have a web page or you're publishing your photos on some of these galleries. So from a photography perspective, Google Currents will let you take your photographs, your articles from a variety of different sources and enable you to publish them on a mobile platform.
A lot of photographers already have a website or we have a blog that we're working with, but how do you make your blog, how do you make your website look really good when somebody pulls it up on a mobile device? That can be a really difficult thing for a photographer who doesn't have a lot of technical background, right? So what we want to show you is how you can use Currents to reach a broader audience, how you can get your site mobile. Here's what the site looks like when you log in. This is your Google Currents producer. You'll start by choosing a name for your edition. It's very simple. Choose your name, type it in, and click Update. It appears in this little pane over here right away. You can switch between Android, tablets, iPhone, and iPad, and you can see what it's going to look like on all those different devices. You want to make sure that it looks good on everybody's device, and you'll notice right away, as soon as you get this set up, that it looks great, no matter which device you're using. I'm going to start filling in your basic information, choose a category, put in your description, and again, click Update, and it automatically appears. Each of these options very quickly customizes your Currents layout. And once you've gotten through this section and begun to customize your site, the next step is to go into the Sections option and go from there.
So the Sections option is where you're going to pull in content from different places. Like we explained in the summary slide before, that you can pull in content from either the feeds, or you can design your own articles using Google Docs, or you can get photos from your favorite website like Picasso's or Flickr and port it over and make it a part of your mobile website or a mobile magazine, whatever you want to call it. You can also put content from social media over here. So if you're very active on Google+, you can go to Google+, and then pull down the content and put it together in a section. So what we're going to do today is to show you how we have created sections for our edition. First, in the section that we have created already is called Table of Contents. Now, Table of Contents is a page that you actually see on your screen. It organizes all the sections you have in a table of contents format. And you can name the sections and you can select the presentation options in terms of templates. Now, these templates, if you have some knowledge of HTML, can be customized. If you don't have knowledge of HTML, they give you basic customization options like creating, means choosing your background colors and things like that. Once you've created your table of contents from the sections, you can actually go and preview it in different devices like iPhone, iPad, and see how the table of contents looks. They will look slightly differently in different devices. So you want to make sure that your table of content looks good in all of the devices. And here we have shown you how to customize it. The customization is usually done using HTML, CSS style worksheets, and it has some tags and URLs that Google Currents use. So Again, you need some knowledge about HTML and CSS to be able to do this. So the first thing we did was, once we set up a table of content in basic format, first thing we wanted to do as a photographer was to pipe our blog, which we are probably the most active on. So the way we did it was we created a new section. Under contents source, we had put down our URL of RSS feed that we have. So as you can see in the highlight section, if you have an RSS feed on your blog, you put that in, and you can just say in feed options, generate articles directly from this feed. So what it will do is it will take this RSS source and actually generate the articles, and the articles will actually look similar to what you see on your screen over here. You can again go ahead and preview these articles in different platforms and see how they want to look. But as you can see, just right off the bat, the default formatting is very well organized and very readable. Once you have that, you can actually go ahead and give it some options like sort order. It will sort the articles in a certain order that you want, the newest or the oldest first. Again, there is also a presentation option, which will again let you customize it right below that, but in the same CSS style worksheets that you have actually used before.
The CSS and HTML are not necessary. You don't need to make adjustments here, but you have that option. So it's very broad, very wide open if you do want to make changes. If you don't want to make changes, you never have to touch those sections.
So as you can see that we have actually customized our blog and it looks pretty good. So now we have two sections, table of content and blog. The third section we created in here was for featured galleries. We have a very good presence of galleries on Google+, and what we have done is we have actually pulled the images from Google+ to showcase some of our images. Now, how do you do that? Again, you create a new section and you select a content source. So in a new section, you can give it a name. In this case, this is my featured gallery, and you can actually see that from a content source, you can put your photographs from Flickr or Picasa, any source that has a media RSS, or even from Google Images, which may or may not be your own images. I have chosen to pull the information here from Picasa Web. What you need is you need a user account. So the first name over there is the user account name and then an album ID. So what I'm doing is I'm pulling photographs from a specific album in my account using an album ID and an account name. So it's pretty simple. You can actually get that information from Picasa. But what is so cool about this is that you can actually, if you have tags or keywords in your album, you can actually specify what images you want. So for example, I want to put all the images of waterfalls. I will put in waterfalls in the word, and I will say, go ahead and update the images. And within a few minutes or so, all the images that you see in my gallery will be updated with just the images that have tags of waterfall. Now this is going to take a couple of minutes to pull all the images, but you can have multiple galleries in form of multiple sections using this keyword options from either Picasa or Flickr or Media RSS.
And you can see already those waterfall images from that gallery have appeared in the feature gallery. And it looks a little bit different on each device, but there are a variety of images appearing and they look great on the screen with no formatting whatsoever.
What if you want to customize and rather than getting an entire blog, get only part of your blog? Well, if your blog is arranged in categories, you can actually get a feed to be generated from a specific category, and you can actually go ahead and get blog articles that are coming from a specific categories. So again, what we have done is we have created a new section, and we have given it a name called Q&A. We went into the section name, called it Q&A, and in the content source, what we have done is we have actually used the RSS feed from a category for us, as you can see. And the name of the category is called Tutorials So all the articles that are marked as tutorials will show up under Q&A. Again, you can, if your blog has categories and your blog category has individual feeds, you can actually go ahead and design your articles to showcase individual feeds. This type of ability is incredibly simple to put in. All you need is a URL, and by default, the formatting it comes up with on all the devices is specifically tuned for those devices. As you can see, within like 10 minutes, you can have a blog, a feature gallery, and Q&A as part of your magazines. One last thing that I do want to show you guys is that you can also have videos showing up on mobile devices, which is really cool. So the way you do video is, again, you go create a new section, give it a name, and then in terms of content source, you can actually pull a YouTube channel or a playlist page that you have actually created. Varina and I both have a YouTube channel called Wilderness Photos, and we put all our videos in that channel. So all we did was we put in a YouTube channel name in there, say update, and it ended up adding all our videos that are available on our YouTube channel, and those videos now are accessible by any of those devices. Now, if you go to the main magazine table of contents, you'll be able to see that all those sections you created, blog, featured gallery, Q&A, videos, are showing up on first page. And if you flip to the next page, you will see that the sections that are there will go up into the next page. Within 10 or 15 minutes, what you have done is all of the hard work that you are doing on the web as a photographer can be used to create an online magazine that can be accessed by people using mobile devices. And this magazine doesn't just pull things from your website, it pulls things from your Flickr gallery or your social media network or your YouTube channel, and also from any design work that you are doing using Google Docs. Once this magazine is created, what you need to do is you need to be able to distribute this and publish it. And that's what the last two options on Google's currents page do. And in order for you to distribute and publish, you need to be able to verify the ownership that Google will actually go ahead and take you through a verification process. And once you're verified it, you can just do publish, and instantly you will have a presence on the mobile network.
All right, so in order to get this up and running, all you need to do is get the Google Currents app. You can download the Currents app using these little QR codes. You can scan the one on the left for the Android devices and the one on the right for the iPhone and iPad devices. Once you have the Google Currents app, you can download our edition by clicking on Library and Curators. You'll find our little logo there next to Varina and Jay, and you just click on it. It will automatically download that edition. And if you're interested in any of the other editions that are automatically available on the Currents app, you can download those through the library. And then you can go in, get your own Currents edition set up and running, and make sure that it's available to your mobile audience.
Thanks for listening, and we hope you enjoyed our little video presentation.